Welcome to this game of ElevaStrum versus the Immanuel Lutheran Lancers here at ElevaStrum. It's the JV game. Just about starting off here. Sorry we weren't able to bring it to you live, but we were having issues with the Wi-Fi. This is Sherman Kettner, and the game is just about to start. Looks like we have number 24 jumping off against 32. And that's the Lancers win the tip, but it's picked up by ElevaStrum. Stolen by number 32. That is right. Nope, wrong names. I'm not familiar with their names because this is my first time doing it this year. So give me just a second while I get used to the names. Looks like the Lancers ran it out of bounds there, and it's going to be back to ElevaStrum's ball. 32 is going to be bringing it up the court. That would be Neely over to 22 on the wing, back up top to 11, and she's going to drive in a little bit before swinging around. Picked up the ball, but 10 came to her rescue. Good defense by the Lancers here. Looks like we're starting in man-to-man, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds there by 22. That would be Allie Roth. Natalie Gurgle. 32, I guess. I got my numbers wrong there. 22 starts with it here for Eleva. Picking it up top. Hard pressed by her defender. Almost stolen by the Lancers, but good save there by number 32. Neely again. And she's going to swing it up top to 11. That's Rachel. Over to 22. She looks back across the top and gets it over to 10. 10 driving in hard. Passes it out to 22 and a shot off the backboard. Rebounded by Eleva. 10 looks for another shot. Gets it knocked down but does manage to get it back out top to 11. And they're going to go back out and reset up. Picked up the ball. Stuck but did get it down low. 32 took a dribble and got good drop down by the Lancers there. And there will be a jump ball called since the Lancers got their hands on it. Looks like it will go to the Lancers here since Eleva got it off the jump. Looks like we might have a press going on here. Number 32 passing it in. Got it in to 30. That's Annie. Back to 32. Natalie. And Natalie bringing it down the court here. Good press break by the Lancers. Over to 34. Audrey. 24. Hannah dribbling up on the top and throws it over to 24. She looks for a drive and finds it. Layup, but off the backboard. Rebounded by the Lancers, however. And that's going to be a travel. That'll be ElevaStrum's ball. Score is still 0-0. Time's 14:25 left on the clock. And 32. Neely is bringing it down the court. Lancers are still playing in a man defense here. 32 looking inside to 10. She looks for a shot, but good defense there by 20. Nope, I have the wrong number. 34. Audrey. Back out to 11 here. 11 looking for the drive. Gets on the free throw line. Nice pass behind to 22, and 22 puts it up, but can't get her shot to fall. Rebounded by, I believe that was Lauren. Yeah, Laura. Rebounded by Laura Schaller, but I think she traveled, and it'll be ElevaStrum's ball under their basket. They are looking for a pass in, and they find too long. Almost got it in there, just couldn't quite find the pass in time, and it will be the Lancers' ball. Passing it in is going to be Laura. She is going to find Hannah. Hannah stops and gets it back to Natalie, and Natalie will bring it down the court here for the Lancers. She's looking for a drive again, but passes it out to Laura. Laura in to Hannah. Hannah tries to go inside, but it's taken away after a little bit, and it will be ElevaStrum's ball again. 32 brings it down the court, out to 22. Dropped off to 11, and 11 goes up for the layup, but gets fouled, and she will be shooting 2 free throws. 0-3. I misheard the number. I don't know who the foul was on. We'll wait for it to come up on the board. 1-0. Yep, that's Laura Schaller. That's her first foul. Score is still 0-0, and 13:28 left on the clock. First shot is off by a little bit. We have number 10, I believe. No, number 11, Rachel, is the one shooting free throws for Eleva. And here's her second one. Great shot by Rachel, and that's the first point on the boards, making it 1 Eleva, 0 Lancers. Looks like we had a foul there as the Lancers tried to break the press. And that will be a foul on Neely. That will be her first. Lancers get it in. Natalie bringing it across the line. Gets it over to Hannah. Hannah up top to Laura. Laura back to Natalie. Over to Allie. Allie back to Laura and puts up a shot. Picked up by Natalie. Gets it back out to Laura. Laura swinging it across to Madison, and Madison puts up a shot also off, but it looks like we're going to be a jump ball, and this one will be going to Eleva. Lancers will be falling back on defense here, and Neely will be bringing it up the court for Eleva. Neely bringing it up, driving down on the wing, looking up top. 10 driving in hard, almost gets the ball stolen from her, but not quite. Manages to get it over to 11, who pops a 3, but it does not go in. Rebound is picked up by Eleva, and then we're going to have a foul. Yep, that foul will be on Hannah Kazemba. That will be her first, team's second. Score is 1-0. The time is 12:31 left in this half. Passing it in for Eleva is Rachel. Rachel gets it in, and we have someone driving underneath. Nice drive under the basket there by 44. That's Tiana. It is going to be rebounded by Eleva in the end, out to 32. Neely, she puts up a shot also off, and Hannah will manage to get the rebound this time, and the foul will be called on her. That will be on 1-0. That'll be... Oh man, there's 2 1-0s, so I don't know which one it is, but one of them just got a foul. It's either Annabelle or Olivia, but we'll just say 10. So that's 1 foul for 10, and both teams now have 2. Score is still 1-0 in favor of Eleva. Laura passes it off to Natalie down in the corner. Natalie driving inside, puts up a shot. It is rebounded by the Lancers. Nice rebounding by the Lancers tonight. They managed to get another shot up, but this time it is picked up by Eleva and brought down the court by Neely. Score is still 1-0 for Eleva. Neely taking it down on the wing, but is going to look back up top. Number 10's going to drive across the top, driving inside, gets tripped up a little bit, throws up a shot, and she will be shooting 2, as she was fouled as she went up for her shot there. That'll be on 32, Natalie Gergel, and that will be her first, team's third. Score is still 1-0 in favor of Eleva, as number 10, whose name we do not know, takes her first shot. That shot will be just a little bit long, and will roll off. Great game here so far tonight from both teams. A lot of energy, some really good defense, and it looks like we had a timeout called, and I missed by which side it was. But timeout, full timeout called. Yeah, so as I was saying, great game so far tonight. Definitely some good defense and some good offensive plays. I think the Lancers can still get their offense going a little bit more. They were doing some passing, but definitely could get some more passing. ElevaStrum's doing a really good job moving the ball around on offense. ElevaStrum's press has not been going... the Lancers have been doing a great job of breaking the press, but they haven't been breaking it in such a way that ElevaStrum needs to stop pressing them. So that's an improvement both teams could make. And yeah, overall, just getting into this first half of this JV basketball game here at Eleva. Score 1-0 with 11:33 on the clock as we come out of a timeout called by someone. And we have number 10, again, sorry we don't know her name, shooting her second free throw here. Second free throw is off. Rebounded by Annie. And I think it might be a jump ball there. Eleva will be passing it in. 22. That's Elizabeth. Elizabeth gets it in. 10 driving inside. Puts up a shot, and it is rebounded by 34. That's Audrey. Audrey gets it to Natalie, and Natalie will bring it up the court for the Lancers. Score is still 1-0 in favor of Eleva. Up top with 14 has it over to 30. 30 looking down to the corner to 32, and she puts up a 3. It's off, but she's going to get her own rebound. Great rebounding there by Natalie. Good reaction to her shot there. Picks it up top, and another shot from the 3 by the Lancers. Again, rebounded by Natalie. She's going to try driving in, but has to pass the ball out to Annie, and there will be yet again another jump. Nope, that'll be a foul. And that'll be on number 10. That'll be her second foul, team's third. Lancers will have it up by the half court. Passed in to Annie. Annie will bring it across the line and hand it off to Madison. Madison looking down low, but has to drive down to the other wing, where she passes it off to Madison. Madison into the corner to Annie, who puts up a 3. It's off, and this time it will be rebounded by Eleva, number 32. She drives in almost all the way, but great defense at the last second there by the Lancers. Good pass behind the D there by Eleva. We have a free-for-all going on under the basket right now, and there won't be any shots going in for Eleva, and it'll end up in a jump ball, which the Lancers will take control of. I was going to say on that last play where the Lancers had the ball, they did a good job getting up quite a few shots in one play. Passed in there to Natalie. Natalie bringing it down the court. Great press break there by Natalie. She's going to continue going all the way to the basket, where she lays it up and gets the shot. Great job there by Natalie, bringing it down the court and seeing the opening to drive to the basket. That'll put the Lancers in the lead 2-1 here with 9:53 left in this first half. 34, passing it over to 22 on the wing. She's going to look up top to 10, almost gets stolen by the Lancers, and it'll go to the ground, where there will be a jump ball called, and I believe it will stay in ElevaStrum's hands this time. Some subs for ElevaStrum, 11 and 40 coming in. That is Rachel and Claire. 11 being Rachel, 40 being Claire. Passing it in is going to be 11, and she gets it in over to 22 up top. Swinging it over to 10. Almost stolen there, but I think we're going to have a foul on 34. That will be Audrey. That'll be her first foul, team's fourth, with 9:37 here left. Lancers up 2-1. Rachel passing it in again. Gets it in to 32. She's going to drive under. Gets it over to 22. Great passing, but it won't quite go in. However, great rebound there by Neely, and she manages to get it back up. That's a 3-2 in favor of ElevaStrum. Great shot there by Neely. Audrey tries to dribble up, gets double-teamed a little bit, and the ball gets knocked out of bounds. However, it will remain with the Lancers. And Hannah Kazemba coming in for Ali Roth. Audrey passing it in, or Natalie passing it into Hannah. She has it up top, swinging it over, but it's going to be picked up there by ElevaStrum. Turnover for the Lancers, but good job there by Natalie of getting back on defense and scuffing up the point attempt there by ElevaStrum. However, the ball will go to the Lancers. Eleva continuing their press here. Passed in to Natalie once more. She's going to drive up, gets across the halfway point. Over to 24, that's Hannah. Hannah's going to swing around the top, back down to Natalie. Natalie fakes a 3 and passes back up top to Madison. Madison swinging it down to Hannah. Hannah looking across, great look, but not quite a connection there. And that'll go out of bounds off the Lancers, I believe. Nope, looks like it was off of ElevaStrum, so it'll remain the Lancers. That was a good look there by Hannah, just couldn't quite get the connection. And Lancers will have it under the basket. Passing it in is Madison. Looking for the opening and is going to find Hannah, but it's going to be knocked back out of bounds by Neely. And we'll repeat the same thing. Score is 3-2. ElevaStrum is up. And the time is 8:43. It is gotten in this time. Almost goes straight back out of bounds. And then it does go straight back out of bounds. And I believe this time it will be off the Lancers. And it will be ElevaStrum's ball on their side of the court, I believe. And bringing it up once more is Neely. Lancers keeping in their man defense, which so far has worked so well. Only given up one layup. Over to 11 up top. She's looking for someone to hand it off to. And almost knocked out of her hands, but does manage to get it to Neely. Driving in, puts up the layup and just off the rim. Rebounded by Neely, who puts it back up and gets her second shot of the game. That'll make it 5-2 in favor of ElevaStrum. Natalie bringing it up the court here for the Lancers. Gets it tapped, but manages to keep control. Over to Hannah. Hannah puts up a shot, and it is off. Rebounded by Neely, racing back down the court. Knocked out in front for a little bit by, I believe that was Natalie. But it does still end up in Aleva's control, and they make a three. Beautiful shot there by Rachel. Sinking the first three of the game, bringing the score to 8-2 in ElevaStrum's favor. And man, that was a quick scoring flurry there for Eleva, bringing our score from Lancers in the lead to 8-2. Lancers down 6. Score time on the clock, though, is still 7:43. Plenty of time for the Lancers to still make a comeback here in this first half. And another timeout was called. This time it was called, I believe, by... Oh, it was called by Eleva. Okay. Never mind. I didn't even know who it was called by. Fouls are 4-3. Lancers having 4. Eleva 3. And great game here so far tonight. Eleva did get a lot of points here in the last little while, but just some lucky breaks. Great 3 shooting. And good rebounds under the basket. Things that we've seen the Lancers do as well here tonight. So as long as the Lancers can get a couple more of their shots to start falling in, should remain a relatively even game here as we head towards the end of this first half. No more quarters anymore. Both teams back out. I believe it will be the Lancers ball here coming out of this timeout. And passing it in will be Madison. Madison's going to get it in to Natalie. Natalie's going to bring it up. Eleva has gone from playing man to playing a 1-3-1, which is a zone defense meant to put pressure, and that's going to be an over and back, I believe. Yep. The 1-3-1 puts pressure higher up, makes it harder to get past the 3. But once you get underneath, it does tend to be a bit of a weaker defense. 32 finds an open 10. She's going to drive in a little bit before swinging it back out to the other 10. So there are 2 10s. Never seen that before. 2 of the same numbers on the court. 11 has the ball up top, out to 110. And she's going to pass it over to the other 10, who is going to drive around on the wing. Swinging it back over to Neely. Neely takes a 3. It is off. It almost gets her own rebound. However, Madison picks it up and hands it off to Hannah. Hannah coming down fast. Finds an open Natalie. Natalie passes it back out to Annie. And Annie's going to swing it over to Hannah. Hannah looking down to Natalie. Open on the 3 line on the wing. Passing it up top to Laura. Takes the 3 and I believe sinks it. Yes, that is a 3 for the Lancers. Bringing our score 8-5. Eleva still up by 3. However, great shot there by Laura. One of the 10s has it for Eleva. She drives in for a layup. It goes off and is picked up by Hannah. And there is going to be a foul on 32. That is Neely for White. That is her second foul, team's 4th, with 6:20 left in the half. Scores 8-5 in favor of Eleva. Some subs there for Eleva. Pass in by the Lancers, and Natalie will bring it up the court. She's going to hand it over off to Laura, who pushes up to the 3, hands it off to Hannah. Almost stolen there by Eleva, but good job rushing for that ball by Hannah. Natalie drives in, but gets stuck, has to pass it back out. Hannah has it up top. Great look there to Natalie. However, she wasn't able to get the ball on the ground before her feet hit the ground, and there will be a travel called on her. We have a 10 bringing it down the court for Eleva, and they will be passing it off to 22. Swings it back up top to 25, and looking down low over to 10. She gets it onto the wing to her fellow 10, who hands it off to 40. 44 looking for the drive, pushing in, and we're going to have a foul called on the Lancers. That'll be on 30. That's Annie, and that will be her first personal, team's 5th. Eleva has it under the basket. Looking for the pass in, gets it in. However, it's going to be stolen by Hannah. Nice job there by Hannah. Hands it off to 30, and Laura bringing it down the court. Swings it over to Madison. Madison out to Natalie. Natalie gets it over to 10, who almost gets that to fall in, but not quite. Good shot there again by Laura. Just couldn't quite get that one to fall in, and Eleva will retain possession of the ball here. 10 looking up top to 22. She's going to swing it down to 22. I think I got one of those numbers wrong there. 44 looking for the drive, takes the pop shot. It goes off and out of bounds off of ElevaStrum. And that will become the Lancers' ball here. Laura will be passing it in. We had one too many people. Lancers a bit confused on who's subbing in for who, but got it figured out here now. And Madison passes it in to Natalie. Natalie driving down hard, weaving through some people, has to pick it up though. Passes it up top to Madison. Madison down to Laura. Laura looking for the drive. She finds it and gets the ball knocked out of her hands, out of bounds. However, it will remain in the Lancers' possession. Score is still 8-5 in favor of ElevaStrum here, with the time remaining of 4:41. Passing it in is Laura. She is going to find Hannah under the basket. Hannah passes it out to Natalie. Natalie swinging around, finds a shot open on the free throw line, but can't quite get it to fall in. It's picked up by ElevaStrum after a bit of a race for it between the two teams. However, after picking it up, ElevaStrum will travel with the ball, giving it back to the Lancers. Still on their offensive side of the court here, and passing it in will be Laura. Some subs, I believe, for Eleva. Laura getting it in to Natalie. Natalie picks up her dribble up top, but manages to get it handed off to Laura. Laura looking for a drive again. Has to pass it up to Madison up top. Madison looking for a drive. Finds it, puts up a shot, and it's off, but good rebound there by 34 under the basket. Another shot put up by the Lancers, and once again, it's gonna go out of bounds off of the Lancers. No one could quite get there in time. Some good shots, though, put up on that offensive by the Lancers. 4 minutes left here. Lancers still down by 3. And 32, that is Neely, will be bringing it down the court. She's going to hand it off to 10. 10 into 22, but stolen by Natalie. Great job by Natalie. Driving down for the layup, and she is going to get fouled as she goes up for that shot, and she will be shooting 2 from the free throw line, and that foul will be on Rachel, I think I heard the ref say. Yes, Rachel. And that will be her first personal, team's 5th. That was number 11 for Eleva. Natalie at the free throw line, taking her first shot. Just a little bit long. Goes off. And Natalie's second shot here. Score is still 8-5 in favor of Eleva. Her second shot also just a tiny bit long and will be rebounded by Eleva. 32, that's Neely bringing it down the court. She's going to hand it off to Rachel. Rachel's going to pop a 3 from way outside and almost goes in, but bounces off the backboard, and that will be picked up by Hannah on the floor, and it will then be a jump ball, which will go to Eleva. Rachel passing it in here for Eleva. Looking inside, trying to find someone, and just has to bounce it off of Madison's feet. Back out of bounds, resetting the timer. And some subs here for the Lancers. Looks like we have Annie coming in for Madison. And once again, second try here. Rachel passing it in for Eleva. And this time she will get it into the court, but it will go right into the hands of the Lancers. Natalie making a break for it for another layup, and will once again be fouled and shooting 2 more. See who this one was on. Looks like it was on one of the number 10s. I'm not sure how they're going to keep track of that. The person keeping book just looked at me the same way. Natalie's first shot will go in here, bringing the score 8-6. Lancers only down by 2 as Natalie goes for her second shot here. And that one will be just a little bit short. However, it's rebounded by Hannah. She goes up for the shot and also gets fouled. And now we're in the territory of any more fouls. I believe that ElevaStrum makes, the Lancers will be shooting no matter what. However, in this case, it was a shooting foul. So Hannah will be shooting 2 free throws here. That foul fell on 32. That is Neely. And that is her third personal, team's 7th. Hannah's first shot was good. Great free throw shooting there by Hannah. And that brings the score 8-7. Lancers now only down by 1 with 3:20 here left in this first half. Hannah's second shot, just barely rolls out of the basket. Nice rebound there by Eleva's number 44. And down the court to 10. They're trying for a fast break, but couldn't quite get it. 10 has to swing it back up top to 22. 22 looking for a fast drive, but is cut off by Natalie, and then it's going to roll out of bounds on Eleva and become the Lancers' ball. Good defense there by the Lancers, taking away that fast break. And looks like Natalie will be passing it in here. Eleva's continuing their press here this entire first half. We'll have to see if they do it into the second half. Passed in there to Annie. Annie passing it over to 10. That's Laura. Laura driving in, and it gets knocked out of bounds. Or passed out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by ElevaStrum. Will remain the Lancers' ball. Laura passing it in this time. She gets it in to 30. That's Annie. Annie looking for a drive, driving inside, and I think she dribbled the ball on the out of bounds line, meaning it was out of bounds, and it will become Eleva's ball. One of the 10s bringing it down here for ElevaStrum. She's going to drive all the way inside, puts up a shot, rolls off the board, rebounded by the other 10, over to 44, and this time it's going to be a jump ball as Allie gets a hand on it. Good aggressive play there by Allie. And it will become the Lancers' ball. Passing it in this time is Natalie. Natalie getting it in to Audrey. Audrey back to Natalie. Natalie driving down, driving all the way, and nice layup there by Natalie, putting the Lancers in the lead for the second time this game. The score is now 9-8. Lancers up by 1 with 2:20 left on this first half. And what a great first half it has been. Natalie's going to steal the ball. Great defense there by Natalie. Going to go for another layup, and this time she will get fouled for the third time this game. She will be going to the free throw line. And it looks like it was on White's number 22. That's Elizabeth. That will be her first personal, team's 8th. We'll be shooting 2 no matter what this time because it was a shooting foul. And the first one is good, bringing the Lancers total to 10. 2 above ElevaStrum with 2:11 left on the clock. Some subs for the Lancers as Natalie lines up for her second free throw. Her second one is also good. Good shooting there by Natalie, getting in the rhythm. And once more, ElevaStrum will be bringing it up the court, taking it a bit slower this time. Rachel brings it up to the 3 line, picks up her dribble, looking inside. Lancers collapsing on her, but she does manage to sneak it out to one of the 10s. She looks for a drive, but it's taken by Hannah. Hannah getting it up to Natalie. Good pass there by Hannah. And a breakaway pass by the Lancers, and a shot from her knees by number 30. Annie, great shot there. Keeping her wits about. Audrey? Great shot there from her knees. Bringing the Lancers total to 13-8. I don't think that's something you practice, but she made it work. And I believe it has become the Lancers' ball. For some reason, I'm not entirely sure. I think there was a pass in. Natalie got a hand on it, and then ElevaStrum knocked it out of bounds. A quick shot from 30. That was Annie. Bounces off. 10 pushing down the court, trying to go for a layup, but I believe she was fouled there by Hannah. Kazemba will have to see officially. Yeah, it was Hannah. That was her second foul. Team sixth. And it will remain Aleva's ball under the basket. 11. That's Rachel passing it in. They're looking for somewhere to get it to, and that will be time. And it will become the Lancers' ball. Lancers are now leading 13-8 after that shot from the knees and some nice free throws. So, well done by the Lancers here. Gets the pass in to Hannah. Hannah looking for help, is going to have to dribble it out. She's going to try and push across. It's stolen by 11. Nice job by Rachel. Rachel going up for the layup. Does not get it in, and Hannah's going to get that rebound, trying to drive through. 3 members of the ElevaStrum team, and I believe they will foul her, and we will be going to the free throw line yet again. And I believe the time has not been moving for about a minute now. Because it was a minute last time we had some free throws, and it's still a minute, so not sure what's going on here. But that foul was on Allison. Allison, and that was her first personal, team's 9th, so we'll be shooting, I think we're shooting 1-1. So if she makes the first one, she'll get a second one. If it's a miss, they'll just play it immediately. And it's off, rebounded by ElevaStrum. And number 10 will be bringing it down the court. She's looking for a fast break, and it's going to bounce off her hands. Great look there. Just couldn't quite get the pass to connect. And the timer has been fixed. We now have time working again. Looks like we had a technical foul on 25, and the Lancers will be shooting. Looks like the Lancers will be shooting, I believe it's 2. And it was a technical foul, so no one can be down there. First one is good. Nice shot there by Natalie, bringing the score 14-8. And the second one is also good. Nice shooting by Natalie. And yes, it will remain the Lancers' ball because it was a technical foul. So passing it in is Annie. Annie's going to get it into Natalie. Well done there. Good pass in. Natalie has to stop. Shot by 22 out from the 3, and it's going to be off and out of bounds. Score is 15-8. Lancers up, and time is 1 minute and 3 seconds here left in this first half. 10's bringing it down. And out to 11 after a drive down the wings. 11's putting up a 3. Rebounded by 10 under the basket. But 30. Annie gets a hand on it, and it will be a jump ball. And Eleva will retain possession. 11, Rachel passing it in. She's going to get it in to 22 out on the wing, who throws up a shot. It's off. Rebounded by Audrey. And we're going to have a foul, I believe, called. And the Lancers will be going to the line. And this one fell on number 11, Rachel. That's her second personal, team's plus 10. So now we should be shooting just an automatic 2 again. Audrey's first shot is off, but she does automatically get a second one. Second shot is also, it was on, but didn't quite roll in. Nice rebound there by Annie. And it is going to be a jump ball as she couldn't quite get it out to one of her teammates there. However, it will remain in the Lancers' possession. And there is now 39 seconds left on the clock. And we're up top to 22, swinging it over to Natalie. Natalie looking inside, gets it inside, and then it's going to be knocked back out by Eleva. And I believe it will remain in the Lancers' possession. 30 seconds left here. Score is 15-8. Lancers are up. 30, looking for a pass in. Does get it in, but it's going to end up in Eleva's hands. 10 driving down hard. Nice knocked out of her hands by Hannah. It is going to end up being a jump ball. However, it will remain ElevaStrum's this time. 20 seconds left in this half. And 11, Rachel passing it in again. She's going to get it into 10. 10 looking inside, dribbling once. Has to go back out on the wing to 11. 11's going to put up a second three. We've seen her make one before, but this will not be her second one. And it will go out of bounds, and it will become Lancers ball. 11 seconds left on the clock. Passing it in for the Lancers will be Annie. Hard pressed here by Eleva this time are the Lancers. Gets it into Natalie. Natalie driving fast up the court. Stops it up, slows it down a little bit. Does almost loses it, and it'll be another jump ball. 2 seconds left on the clock. Nope, wait. I think it will be the Lancers ball, and they'll have 2 seconds to get it in, and 2 seconds after they get it in to get a shot up. Score is 15-8. Lancers are up. Natalie gets the pass in, a second left, and aren't able to quite get the shot up. Great first half here. We will be back with the second half, and I believe it is 8 minutes. Score is 15-8 as we exit here. Lancers are up. Thanks.